let's talk a little bit about what happened this week with the squad, AOC and Ilhan Omar, and the pack of four here.
Right.
The president came out and he said, and I think this is what he meant, and I think he echoed the sentiments of a lot of Americans. Look, if you don't like it here, if you hate America so much, go someplace else. There are 169 other choices. Go someplace else. And I think that's a frustration that a lot of people are feeling because we're constantly being run in the mud. Then he later said, send them back or send them home or something like that. Send them back where they came from. That turned into a race thing. First of all, do you think that was a racist comment?
Okay, let's break this down and advance the story for Glenn Beck listeners. First of all, this is a strategy on the part of Donald Trump and his campaign to get reelected. So he's not really running against a Democrat. He will diminish and demean whoever is nominated, but that's not what he's going to run against. He's running against a system, and he's dividing the system as radical left. So the Democratic Party is radical left. That's what he's running against. All right, that's the strategy. And what better way to illustrate that right out of the box than to take the four radical congresswomen, and I never refer to them, by the way, as the squad. Why? Because this is a promotional opportunity for the women, that the media has given them a nickname. So I don't use it. I don't think they're a squad. I don't think they're in the military. I don't think any of that. They're individuals who have decided to run for office, been successful in doing so, who are radical left and feel America is not a noble nation. That's who they are. Okay, send them back. I don't care about sending them anywhere.
I don't either.
Now, so Donald Trump, he doesn't care about sending them anywhere either. It's not like he says, well, let's send them back to Somalia. That's not what he does. So it's really too bad that the United States of Trump, my upcoming book, isn't out now, because then everybody would know how the president thinks about these things. They don't know that now. But I'll throw out one question. If there were four radical congresswomen who were white, saying and doing the same things as the women of color, do you not think Donald Trump would diminish them and demean them and attack them verbally?
Yeah, of course he would. Of course he would. And you know what?
Nancy
Pelosi was doing that just a few days before.
Yeah, but it's a different thing with Pelosi. But Trump, it doesn't matter. Does everybody forget lock her up, crooked Hillary? What color was Hillary? So if Donald Trump would do that to anybody of any color, how can you say it's racist?
So, Bill, have you ever seen, you remember when I was on Fox and I said the infamous statement, I think the president is racist. And then I immediately said, no, that's not quite right. He just seems to have a deep-seated hatred for the white culture. And I'm a commentator. I'm trying to figure it out. That was a boneheaded thing to say, but I was just thinking aloud. There's something not right. He doesn't understand the American culture. And I got all kinds of heat for it. How dare you say that, blah, blah, blah. The press has not just said, I don't know, I'm trying to figure it out. He seems to have a problem. Instead, this time, all reporters have been saying he is a racist, and
Sure.
This is a racist statement.
And the reason they're doing that is because they're nervous. They, being the press, the hate Trump press, 90% of the national media falls into that category, all right, they are very concerned that he will be reelected because there's absolute chaos within the Democratic Party. And if the next segment, if you'll allow me, I'll tell you what's going to happen in the next debate. So anyway, the press is very, very nervous. So what they do is they fall back on the easiest smear that you can play.
Right.
You're a racist. Okay? And again, if you had my book in your hand,
which I'm ready for.
and you'll get it in a couple of weeks, Beck, you're getting an advance copy, you'll see that there's a pattern of behavior on Donald Trump when it comes to race. It's fascinating how he views race. And it's not at all what's been reported. It's not that he's benign toward African Americans or people of color. He's not. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. He is not a guy who isolates groups and says, well, this group should get this and this group should get that. He doesn't do that. Barack Obama did that. But Donald Trump doesn't do that. So this whole thing basically is working to Trump's advantage. He won this.
I agree.
Poll numbers are up.
Yep.
His rally in North Carolina, he went out and he just whacked them again. And if you watch the post coverage on CNN and MSNBC, the body language of those commentators was, I don't think we're going to win this. We've said he's a racist 830,000 times, and it's not sinking in. All right? So Trump's going to run against the radical system.
Yes. And he's right.
Which has dominated the Democratic Party in the recent months.